Right, y'all, it's Zen's Mowers, and today we're working on another lawnmower. Just got this off of Facebook. It's a Yard Machines 21-inch push mower, 2-in-1 mulch and discharge. This is a solid back, so it does not have an opening for a bagger. This is the opening for the side chute, but I do not have the side chute. As far as this engine, this is a 140cc power mower engine. As you can see, this is a 2019 model. I'll show you the sticker here on the back of the gas tank. I don't know how well you can see it, but I'll show you as well as I can. But he says he really didn't use this mower all that much, and the blade still has some of the factory paint left, and the blade is still pretty sharp. We'll have to do some cleaning up under here, but that's nothing. As you can see, this blade's still in pretty good shape. There's no pitting or anything. That's what I normally look for. And even though this mower is in good shape, we are going to do some service. We're going to pull the wheels off and grease the axles. We're going to grease the bale cable, get rid of the old fuel that's in here, change the air filter, look at the oil, change it if it needs to be changed. But without further ado, we're going to get right into this. Right, we got our fuel tank drained out. Now I got to come down here to this bottom carb bowl nut. Just want to take this carb bowl off, 10mm socket or wrench, whichever. Preferably I like to use a 10mm wrench because this is a little bit of a tighter area, but this will work. We already got fuel draining out. This fuel may or still be good, but I'm not taking any chances because I will be reselling this mower, and I want to make sure that it's got good fuel in it for whoever will take ownership of it next. Just going to drop this bowl. I'll show you what's in it. And just be careful that your seal doesn't come down. I am going to have to reseat the seal on this one because it does seem like it wants to come down. Fuel still looks pretty good and clear, but still going to change it, and I'll have to reseat that seal off camera. Right now that the gas is drained out here, we put our bowl back on. Make sure this drain nut, I normally point them towards the front of the mower. Preferably, that's how I like to do it. Just going to tighten this a few more turns. I did reseat that bowl seal. I didn't show you guys that because I don't have a tripod like I said, but I swear I'm going to get one this week. But anyway, we got the bowl tightened down. I'm showing you why I'm replacing this air filter. It's got some grass in it. So I went to Menards and grabbed another air filter here. And I'll show you the part number to that too. Just gonna throw that over there for now. Right now that I got this air filter box all cleaned up, I like to set my new air filter in the cover there. Your part number's here on your screen. Just gonna go ahead and get this cover on the mower. Make sure it's lined up so I can tighten it to the right, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Make sure it's locked in so that it doesn't fly off during operations. Then we're going to go ahead and check our oil. The oil in this particular unit should not need to be changed because this really wasn't used all that much. Just going to take it off and show you what's on my hand. This oil should be pretty clear. As far as these dipstick caps, I really don't like these dipstick caps being way down here. I prefer to have the tube because it's not as messy when you change the oil. But anyway, here's what comes off. This is still pretty clean oil. Like I said, this really wasn't used all that much, even being a 2019. So just going to go ahead and cap this back off, get some fresh gas back in here, show you guys it runs. And we're going to go ahead and clean her up and get her posted for sale and everything like that, y'all. So just stay tuned. Right, y'all, so I got a rope guide out of my miscellaneous box and put on here. Just going to depress this bale and put this rope up on the guide here so that the buyer doesn't have to bend down to pull the rope to start this thing. Then just going to tighten up the swing nut here and show you that this thing runs. Get the swing nut as tight as possible so that this rope doesn't slip out of here. Just make sure it's straight too while you're at it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you that this thing runs. Righty, y'all, it's the next day and we got the mower up on a stand. Gonna go ahead and grease the wheels. I took all fours off with the Ryobi 1 Plus impact and a 14mm socket. By the way, this is part 2 for you TikTok viewers. Going to go ahead and get my grease out and dab up these axles. I do have to hold this camera, so maybe a little weird, but here we go. Just go ahead and dab it on. I like to apply a decent amount. I really don't feel like they apply enough grease from factory, and that's why these wheels bind up sometimes. I've already made a video on this last year. You can find that posted here on TikTok and on my YouTube, but just going to go ahead around here and grease these axles. While I'm over here, I'm going to grease the top of this bale cable. I do use axle grease on my bale cables, not WD-40, because it's going to be a while before this axle grease wears off. Just going to go around the mower here. Got my grease in hand. Just going to go ahead and lube up these axles. I'm going to lube the bottom part of the bale cable carefully. Just find the bale cable here. Try not to get any grease on your exhaust. Just put a decent amount on there, not too much on the bale cables. Just don't want any clumps falling off. Just gonna go ahead and continue to grease these up. And we'll put all 4s back on and show you that this thing runs. Righty, y'all, we're getting these wheels back on. About to put this last one back on. I did clean these up because these were quite filthy. I really wish I had a before and after shot of them, but I'm gonna get this last one lined up and get to torquing these back down. Of course, we already greased the axle, so just gonna line this nut up and get ready to torque it. Got my 1+ impact in a 14mm socket. Yes, I know I shouldn't be using chrome sockets to do this, but that's all I have for right now. But anyway, here we go. Just gonna zip these bad boys back in, y'all. And it won't take much. Just gonna go ahead and do this side too, and then we're gonna fire this bad boy up and show you how good it runs. Last one here. Righty, y'all, so now it's time to cut some grass with this bad boy. Come down here, hit this primer about 2 to 3 times. Set our bale brake. It just smokes because I did have it on its side at one point, but I'm going to go ahead and do some cutting here. Overall, this is a great mower. Very lightweight. No frills, no nothing, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple passes over here. Thing runs like a champ, y'all. Good back of the deck, this thing should be ready to sell. Go down one more time. Really hate to get those wheels dirty, but that's just the reality of doing this. Okay, so my thoughts and opinions on this mower. Overall, MTD made a another great mower here. Like I said, no frills, no nothing. Just a basic push mower. You can either mulch or discharge your clippings with it. It's very lightweight, very easy to maintain, all that. So, I think I'm gonna bring it to an end here. Really thank my supporters, subscribers, and all that. I really thank all 900 plus of you who subscribe to me on TikTok and my YouTube subscribers. I really thank you guys. Please continue to watch the content and so I can be motivated to bring you guys more. But anyway, go ahead and get off here. Hope you enjoy your afternoon. Thanks.